Hello everyone. Welcome back to Bazai, your home for deep dives into the world of agentic AI and next-generation autonomy. Today, we're unlocking a powerful but often overlooked dimension of AI development: how to secure your agents through authentication and authorization. If your agents can send messages, update records, or fetch files, congratulations, you've built autonomy. But also, you've opened the door to potential chaos if those permissions aren't tightly controlled. So in this episode, we're breaking down everything you need to know to keep your AI agents secure, auditable, and production-ready. Why agent security matters. AI agents are not your average chatbots. They're not just generating responses, they're taking actions across systems, pulling files, sending Slack messages, updating CRM data, maybe even deploying infrastructure. That makes them incredibly powerful and incredibly risky. Why? Because these agents often touch sensitive data, interact with critical APIs, and can trigger real-world changes. So implementing strong security isn't optional. It's mandatory to prevent unauthorized access, data leaks, or even accidental system modifications. The foundation of that security lies in two key principles: authentication, verifying who the agent or user is; authorization, defining what they're allowed to do. Unique challenges of agents. But here's where it gets tricky. Unlike traditional applications, agents don't have one fixed role. They dynamically call multiple tools, services, and APIs, each with their own permissions. This creates three main challenges. High tool count. Agents integrate with dozens of APIs, multiplying trust boundaries and increasing potential attack surfaces. Fluid access needs. Permissions shift constantly depending on the task. Maybe Agent can read customer data, but cannot approve refunds. Those rules must be enforced dynamically. Audit complexity. One agent workflow might touch 10 services. Without centralized logging, tracing who did what and when becomes almost impossible. That's where the idea of an Agent Auth server comes in. The Agent Auth server model. Think of the Agent Auth server as a control tower for all your agent permissions. It centralizes everything, issuing credentials, enforcing rules, and keeping track of every action. Here's what it does. Centralizes permission logic so no rules are scattered in code. Issues tokens and credentials securely. Enforces authorization rules for each API call. Aggregates audit logs so you always know who did what. Provides a unified interface for all your agents. It also supports two key access models. RBAC, role-based access control. Assign your agents roles like data reader, ticket updater, or monitoring agent. JIT, just-in-time access. Grant permissions only when needed and revoke them immediately afterward. This ensures your agents never hold long-lived, overprivileged access. OAuth flows for agents. Now let's talk about how agents actually authenticate. There are two main OAuth models. Delegated access. Used when agents act on behalf of a user, for example, reading someone's email. The flow looks like this. The user authenticates with their identity provider. The provider returns an authorization code. The agent exchanges that code for an access token. The agent can now act as that user, but within defined scopes. Another variant is the on behalf of OBO flow, where an agent that already has a user's token requests a new one for a downstream service. This ensures the new token inherits the user's permissions, not more. Example: an email assistant that reads your inbox needs delegated access. It can only read, not delete or modify messages. Implementation best practices. Let's summarize the best practices for implementing secure agent authentication and authorization. Use OAuth 2.0 and OpenID Connect as your standard base. Constrain what agents can do using roles, scopes, and fine-grained rules. Follow the least privilege principle. Give only what's absolutely necessary. Implement just-in-time access, permissions granted only when required. Centralize audit logging for full visibility across all agent actions. Rotate credentials regularly to prevent misuse. Deny escalation. Never let agents request higher permissions dynamically. And always store secrets securely, using vaults or encrypted credential stores. Securing AI agents with authentication and authorization explained. Remember, agent intelligence without security is a liability. If you're building agentic systems, treat authentication and authorization as core infrastructure, not as an afterthought. I'm Bazai, and this is Bazai, where we engineer the future of cognitive autonomy. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with your fellow builders. See you in the next one.